Hi everyone and welcome back to another career mode episode on Monster Energy Supercross 2. I'm KPG-GOONER here. Now in today's episode we move into round 8 and there is only 2 more rounds in this championship and we go to the Stadium of Foxborough. Now this circuit is extremely difficult. I've always struggled on this circuit. I'm hoping to do better in today's episode, but I'm going to have to up my level because the championship is so close. Zach Osborne is closing in on me, so we can't afford to slip up, so let's get straight into it.
Welcome in Foxborough, Massachusetts. The bar banging is about to begin with Monster Energy AMA Supercross and FIM World Championship. The time qualifying session for this evening's race will start in just a few minutes. I'm Ralph Shaheen, here with my colleague Jeff Emick, as we are about to begin this hugely important part of the event for the racers.
You're exactly right. The leaderboard at the end of the day will be decided by this qualifying session. There are a few gates available in the main event, and the best lines are the most coveted.
Right, so here we go with this qualifying. I'm not looking forward to this. I really struggle around this circuit, and in these conditions it's only going to make it a lot harder. So let's see if we can get a good start. So once we've got a lap in, we can see what sort of times that we've got to compete against. But I've found that the AI are really quick in qualifying, and I've been nowhere near their time so far in this career series. So that is something that they have improved on the game. They've really upped the level of the AI, and they're so tough to compete against. But today it's all about trying to stay ahead of Zach Osborne. He's so close to me in this championship, and with one more round after this one to go, we can't afford to let him back in. We've got to try and keep up our points tally, so if we can beat him today that would be brilliant, but we've got to get a time in first. So let's see if we can get a good start. Oh god, we've completely mucked that up. Now this is the section if I remember rightly, I always struggled on. Once you lose momentum through here and you don't get the rhythm, it is so difficult to try and pick it back up again. Right, let's try and pick up the pace through here. That's a bit better. And get a nice turn around here. And you can see it's going to be a lot harder to get a drive out some of those turns. I just can feel that the bike is struggling in these conditions. And if I remember rightly again, this is another section I used to struggle on. I always used to go over the handlebars here. Hopefully we can just get through here without making a mistake. Oh, that is not too bad. We built up a decent rhythm through there. Last corner, and what time do we set? And we move up to 7th. Oh, that is brilliant. That is not bad for a first lap, but it is still early in the qualifying sessions. Let's see if we can just keep up with this rider in front and keep pushing our time. So the best time is a 1:18.6, and I think we got a 1 minute 20, so we're just over a second behind, and that's a lot better than we've done previously, like I said, in qualifying. Let's build up a bit of pace through there. Nicely done. But this championship is going to go down to I think it's the Sam Boyd Stadium at Las Vegas, and that is another really difficult circuit, and I've always found the AI to be even quicker around that circuit, and it's going to be tough. I can't afford to drop points here, because if I go into that round really close on points, it could be an absolute nightmare to win this championship, and that would be such a shame. But it is early on in this career walkthrough. It was always going to be a struggle at the start. And also we haven't upgraded the bike either. That's going to affect us as well. Just mucked up that jump there. We haven't put better tyres, wheels, exhaust. That's going to affect us. I just haven't really built up enough credits to really improve the components. I mean, I've put some graphics on the bike. I've changed the gear on the rider, but that's about it. Well, that wasn't a very good lap time, absolutely miles off. We're going to have to do miles better than that, but we're still sitting in 7th position, so hopefully that stays like that, because that isn't a bad gate position. But if we can get better than that in the remaining time that's qualifying, I would be really happy. And that corner is so tough to try and get a drive out. In these conditions, you've got to be so careful that you don't overdo it, because you can spin off. And pulling the clutch in at some points on the jumps is probably a bit of a mistake as well. It will chuck you off the back, so let's just try and get through here okay. Now this is the section I think is going to cost me on this circuit. It's the section I always used to struggle on, and once you muck up the start, you just can't pick up any speed through here, and you just can't do anything about it. It is a nightmare, and it's just a matter of just working out where you need to back off to get in the right rhythm through there. But we're not too bad through this section, so that's hopefully where we can pick up a bit of pace. Oh god, be careful. Bit of contact there, just threw us out on land out of the circuit. It's not too bad through there. And this hasn't been an amazing lap, but I think it's slightly better than the previous laps. Let's just keep it going. Oh, damn, I didn't want to do that. Just caught the top of that jump. But we can build up a bit of pace through here. Final corner. This is definitely a better time. And what do we get? Oh, we move up to 4th. Right, so we got to the end of the qualifying session and our time moved down to 5th, but I will take that. We're only just over a second off the fastest time, and it's Zach Osborne leading the way. It's not what I wanted, and that's who we've got to beat in this race. So let's get straight into it and just do our best.
This is what they have been fighting for. Every rider has given everything they have to reach this point. Only a few of them have earned the right to race in the main event. Ralph Shaheen and Jeff Emig with you. Welcome to Foxborough, Massachusetts.
Oh, for sure, Ralph. The atmosphere of the stadium is warming up. Everything is ready for another exciting round of Monster Energy AMA Supercross and FIM World Championship.
He has the speed and is definitely the one to beat, but can he handle being in the spotlight and the pressure? The riders are in the gates. The roar of the engines is deafening. Time for the gate drop.
Right, so here we go with the start of the race. We can't afford to muck up here. We've got to finish ahead of Zach Osborne, so a good start would be really good. Let's see if we can drop the clutch. Oh, that wasn't the greatest, but I will take that if we can get a good turn into this left hand and try not to get crunched. That would be really good. That wasn't too bad. Yes! And we got into the lead, but are we going to be able to... Oh, we just mucked up that first jump, and that's going to cost us. And Jordan Smith and Zach Osborne managed to get past me. Right, let's try and build up a bit of momentum. Yes, we managed to get a good clearance there. And let's see if we can get back past him. We just got to finish ahead of him. I don't care if I finish second to last, as long as he is last. We've just got to get more points than he has. Because I think we've got a real big lead to Jordan Smith, which is sitting in 3rd in the championship, so I'm not too worried about him getting the win here. And again, we mucked up that section. If you don't get the rhythm right, it really does cost you. Right, we build up a bit of pace through here and see if we can just hold on to this position. Looking at the leaderboard at the moment, Zach Osborne in 4th, and that's where we want to see him, behind us. Right, let's try not to muck it up through here. And look at Jordan Smith absolutely flying away. And that's the problem. We do need to upgrade the bike. On the stock bike, we really do lack straight line speed and acceleration. We do need a little bit more power. So that's something that we're going to have to improve, hopefully, into the next championship. Oh, we didn't clear that jump. That is so tough to clear that one. Because of the conditions, you don't get a decent drive. But we're still holding on to 2nd, going into this 2nd lap. And if we can just hold on to this, it could be a decent result. It's not too bad around that corner. And again, just mucked up the momentum, but like I said, in these conditions, and we just lost the place there, but it's not Zach Osborne, so I'm not going to worry about that. Let's just see if we can just maintain a decent consistency around here would be the key, I think. Right, so let's see if we can do a bit better through here. Oh, that was much better that time. And again, just picking up a bit of rhythm. Let's build up a bit of pace. This is so challenging. Just once you muck it up, that's it. You're completely shot to pieces. And just build up, and we've got... Oh, looking at the leaderboard, Zach Osborne is back in behind us. Let's just make sure that he doesn't get past us. And you do need a rival in a championship. You need someone to push you all the way. And it's going to be harder when we move on to the next championship. It's a different location, and it's going to be against a different set of riders. So, and we've already experienced some of those riders in one of the showdown heats. So, oh damn, completely mucked that up, and that's going to really cost us. But we're still ahead. We're still sitting in 3rd. Oh, that was close. Almost came off there. Could not get the drive out that turn. It is so boggy. And again, just struggling to get momentum through there. And again, oh no, no, no! Oh, there he goes. Quick, quick, quick. Oh, we lost 2 places there. Oh, we didn't want that. And he's managed to get past, and we've dropped down to 5th position. That's not what we wanted. Right, let's see if we can battle past. He's blocked me off. That's going to cost us a bit of drive into that turn. But hopefully we can just catch up with him here. And again. Look at the AI. They just seem to get a good clearance over those jumps. I just don't get it. Even when they go through into that section the same speed, they seem to just be able to get the right amount of distance and rhythm through there. And we're just going to have to battle a little bit harder. Or don't come off. That would be an absolute nightmare if we come off now. That really will cost us a lot of time. Right, so we're coming towards the final lap. We need to up our level if we can. Let's see if we can get through here. And it just looks like we're not going to be able to catch Zach Osborne. He's disappeared now. And it's going to go down to the wire, to the final round. Hopefully he doesn't get too many points. If he doesn't, he only finishes, where is he? He's in third. If he finishes no higher than third, we should be okay. If we finish fifth, we'll still be very close to him points-wise. Right, let's see if we can just get through here. Again, not the greatest. Oh, don't lose another position. I just don't like this circuit, especially in these conditions. We're definitely going to have to get some practice on this one, because this circuit's going to come up time and time again, and we can't afford to keep on dropping this amount of time to the AI. Right, let's see if we can pick up a bit of speed through here. Nope, completely mucked it up, down to 7th. Let's see if we can just get that place back. We've got more riders behind us. We can't afford to drop any more. Let's just try and keep this up. Let's get the inside of him here. Take that position back into 6th. Let's see if we can at least finish in 6th. And it will be just one of those races we're just going to accept that we can't compete against the AI on. Right, let's just hold this through here, over the jump. No, oh no, what a mistake. And we're off, and we've just lost a couple more positions. Oh, that is just completely the wrong time to come off. And final corner, and over the line. And what position do we get? Oh, that is just so frustrating. We got totally outclassed in that race. I made too many mistakes. And look, Zach Osborne finished 3rd. We finished 9th. He has closed in on me on this championship, and I think he might have overtaken me. It's going to go down to the final round, guys. It's going to be a really close battle. You cannot miss that episode. Anyway, let's have a look at the final standings and have a look. So here we go. Yeah, he looks very angry, but at the end of the day, we got outclassed, outfought, and we need to do better. We cannot afford a race like this in the final round, and that's going to be at the Sam Boyd Stadium. And let's have a look at the points tally. Oh, we're still top, but only by 4 points. It's going to go down to the final round, guys. You cannot miss that episode, so please tune in for that, because it's going to be a real battle to the end. Can I win the championship? Well, you'll find out in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very, very soon.